Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders Country Western workout video.
Warning: the scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
Hey, we're here with Mark Borchardt, director, filmmaker,
the one and only
writer extraordinaire,
and our coworker too. I mean, we're coworkers.
Yeah, that's
right?
correct, man. You guys are good guys.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Dundee Project.
Yeah, I was just, about 45 minutes or an hour north of Milwaukee. They had this annual UFO thing, and I don't like to sit around with small talk and any of that stuff. So I brought the camera with to. Is that, you know what? Are you guys mic'd up?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is some bullshit prop. No, I'm just wondering what's going on here.
No. Now I know you have a million projects cooking. Which one are you most excited about right now?
I can't talk about it.
And whatever other resources we can help provide too, we'd be willing to do that. So
Yeah, I doubt there are any.
Yeah.
And I can't tell. Do you like doing the Q&As or do you hate doing the Q&As?
I don't. First of all, I like so many things. I have to operate with a modicum of discretion at all times. But Q&As are worthless and suck shit. But it's not that I don't like them. It's just that you're dealing with very primitive concepts that have absolutely no soulful meaning in any way, shape, or form.
Right. You just want to get out of there.
I want to get out
Yeah,
of there?
you do.
No, I love Q&A.
Right,
I love Q&As.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, of course I do.
I thought you just said that you... Well, you didn't say
No, you were doing the saying.
I thought you were saying that they sucked.
No. I said they sucked shit.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean a negative. I'm just saying it's the primordial soup you're delving in. The questions mean nothing, dude.
Okay.
So, but no, it's highly enjoyable. I very thankful to be there and wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, you never walk off angrily.
No, dude, you walk off with a sense of elation of having touched the high skies of life itself.
So, I want to play another clip for you.
Hey, you know what, before you play that, can you charge this? Come here. Can you charge this, honey? Thank you.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I couldn't see shit.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest clips they found. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live.
Here we are. It's
Hey, everybody.
Tuesday night VCR party time. Tie it into rock and roll VHS style. I'm Joe. There's Nick. There's Steve. We have 14,000 VHS tapes. We're trying to watch all of them. We're going to watch, 17 of them tonight, I would say. Somewhere around there in that ballpark.
Yeah,
I got some
think
good
so.
ones. I got some good ones.
I'm excited too because we have one of our favorite guests, our favorite people from the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Gabe Gronli is here. He's been on before, but I don't think for a full episode. So should we bring him on?
Let's bring him on. I thought that was the. There he is.
Here's Gabe.
Yeah,
I'm
Gabe.
here.
Good to have you back. Last time you were on, I think I called you in an emergency because we got some new Art Paul Schlosser footage, and I was like, "We got to have you on tonight because I got to show you this footage." So that was the last time you were on.
Sent up the Schlosser signal, and obviously, I message received. I'm always available for that.
It's a giant image of a kazoo against the clouds. That signals that our favorite Madison Street artist and public access host has new footage.
Well, we're definitely going to show some more Schlosser, some more Art Paul in the show. Nothing new, but but let me show you some new finds that just showed up. Here's a tape, how to do how to do the Dave Elmond introduction. What do you think it is?
Induction.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. It's not introduction. It's a hip.
Is it hypnosis?
It's
okay.
hypnotism.
All right.
Yep. It sounds kind of like a dance, though, doesn't it? How to do the Dave Elmond
The Dave Elmond induction.
Yeah.
I just want to live long enough to have an induction named after me. One day.
Someday. I also have this one. I think we've probably shown this one before, but I just saw it on the shelf. Head Lice to Dead Lice. Good title.
It looks like a Saturday Night Live character.
It is. It's a guy's doing a one-man show kind of thing where he's doing all the characters.
You showed this, didn't you?
Yeah, I showed clips from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from Massachusetts, I think. Yeah.
I like the sticker here. I want a sheet of these stickers over here. And then I had to show this. This has been in my collection forever, and I don't think I actually watched it. Was Art Paul Schlosser, the DVD.
Whoa.
Which it's easily the stickiest DVD I have in my collection. It's always sticky.
They should blurb you on the back of it saying easily the stickiest DVD, Joe Pickett.
I mean, I might be blurbed on there somewhere. I don't know. But I watched it today. Gabe, your documentary about Art Paul is on this DVD.
I made the official release.
Whoa.
That's incredible. Wow.
And the royalty checks, I assume, are coming in?
I'm bothering Art Paul every day. I walk up, I take a little bit of money out of his guitar case as he performs on the street and say, that's enough.
Nick, you got anything?
Yeah, here's a few. I found 3 of these when I was in Los Angeles at Be Kind Video. Xena music videos, handmade.
Whoa.
Somebody made a label. But what they did is they just cut to their favorite songs. They just cut footage from Xena episodes to
oh my
the
god,
Sign by Ace of Base. There's 3 of these cassettes. And
Biff Naked? Do I see Biff Naked on there? Number 10, Lucy by Biff
I
Naked.
don't know that
Wait,
song.
Tracy Lords?
Oh, where do you see that?
Number 2.
Oh,
I guess.
what? Nick, you got
We
to
have a song.
digitize
Wow.
this.
I did, but we can't play it because it's all copyrighted music.
You could
but
probably play that Tracy Lords song.
we could put it on Patreon. We're continuing to collect videos where magicians think they're attractive enough to put themselves on the cover. This is one I found in the office the other day. I don't know. I think.
Yeah.
He thought that was.
I think he's
I'm
handsome.
drawn in.
Yeah, JC.
JC
Yeah.
Laker? Okay.
I think
And
he's
then
handsome.
finally, tonight I'm going to officially debut. I had a soft launch last week, but I'm going to officially debut this week in Screeners. These are videos that video stores got that were previewing movies to try to get them to order a bunch of copies for their video store. Imagine getting this in the mail. Awesome. T2 marketing presentation. But wait, that's not all. They double it up. On the other side, Drop Dead Fred.
What?
Oh,
Look at this
together at
combo.
last.
Yeah, and then this one advertises plus full-length screener for Drop Dead Fred. So they kind of did a twofer. They figured there's a lot of crossover audience for this Rick Mail comedy with Phoebe Cates and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. So excited for that segment.
Good stuff. Let's hop into a Found Footage Festival classic, shall we? Let's do
Okay.
it.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay, this is when we're gonna dive into the Schlosser now. This is very first time you ever came on the show. I think we debuted this on VCR Party. This is like episode 41 or something. Like this is when we were youngsters and
We were children back then. Yeah.
yeah. And I don't know. I feel like we should play this once a year. This is from WYOU. That's the Madison Public Access Station. Art Paul had a show on there, and
Gabe had a show on there.
Oh, you had? Oh, that's right. You did.
We had a show on there. It was a hotbed.
Everybody had a show on. It was weird if you didn't have a show on there. But anyway, here's Art Paul's show where he did music and he did some painting with his own unique style.
I'm flying. I'm flying. Hey, everybody, join me. Let's fly. Are you flying? Do you know where the airport is? So anyways, I'm painting. And people think I can't paint without water. And this is going to be a little...
People are like, no way, Art.
It's
You can't do it. You can't do it.
I'll show them.
gross. But you might get desperate sometime, and you might want to know what to do if you get really desperate. you can take some of your spit there, and then you can paint. This is not always the best way to paint. Some people will think this is gross.
It's not the best way?
Some people will think it's gross.
And he's really not the best spitter in the world. I feel like this is his first time spitting. It just kind of falls out of his mouth. He kind of just like, yeah.
See, so then you can just use your spit there. So anyways, that's something you could think of doing.
When you could think of doing.
So anyways, you got to just keep adding water, and parts of the painting gets a little warped, but it works out. I should have used part of this for the sky.
It's a perfect ending. It's a perfect ending. Yeah.
I want to see him paint like the Sistine Chapel. Like I want to see him paint a ceiling. How does he spit and keep it up there?
He would dehydrate, I think. Wouldn't he?
That's part of the problem with spit painting. Yeah.
That's the only problem.
That's the only problem I see. Yeah. Steve, are you selling out this week?
I certainly am. Let me see if I can figure out how to share my tab. Well, I'm just going to assume I can. No, there it is.
What are we?
So I am selling out to our good friend Caitlin. She has she has a book out, which is right here. Tell me the story of where the bad girl wins, the life and art of Barbara Sherman. Well, she is also doing a really cool thing with the Brandywine Museum in Chadds Ford, Pennsylvania. There is going to be an exhibit, and they're going to put up, a lot of the early stuff, the drafts, the cover art, and stuff like that from the New Yorker. And Caitlin is herself curating it, and it'll be running from February 15th to June 1st. So if you have a chance, get down there. And there's also going to be on Wednesday, March 5th, behind the scenes, Caitlin's going to be doing a Zoom. The price is pay what you wish, but if you go to the brandywine.org/museum/events, you can get to purchase the tickets. And once again, it's pay what you want. But as always, we want to support Caitlin in all of her wonderful things that she's doing.
Definitely. We got to have Caitlin on the show. Caitlin, of course, is one of the hosts of Saturday Morning Cartoons, so she's on all the time on Saturday. But we got to have her on VCR Party, talk about the book and play her some weird videos.
Yeah, the book is excellent. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but like, I don't know if did she pay for that, or did we just do that out of the kindness of our own hearts?
Kindness of our own hearts. We knew it was coming.
Good. Because we're trying to. I mean, like, it's great to promote Caitlin's projects, but we found out that they're going to do a featured segment on the new book, and Caitlin just shot it, I think, for CBS Sunday Morning. So they're going to do like this big feature on it. But we're giving her the VCR Party bump. Which I think
we did a sellout, Steve, and CBS Sunday Morning.
We did our part.
They're doing a sellout Leslie Stahl over there.
Hey, I want to do another corner here. This is a brand new corner. This is hot off the presses.
Whoa,
this
Gabe, you're here for it.
Yeah. Well, I've done it. I think once or twice before. It's a corner I call Sticking the Landing. Let me just play the intro for it. What are we? Here we go.
Sticking the Landing.
Okay, so this is all about videos that end perfectly, like that last one we saw. That him saying maybe I should paint the sky blue. That's a perfect ending, but this ending is even more perfect. This one is another Art Paul Schlosser that we watched last time, and I'm going to show you just the beginning of it, just the introduction. Then we'll watch the ending and what he thinks is the ending. It wasn't the ending; it went black, but he continued to talk underneath it. And it made for the perfect ending of a public access show. You know, normally they're like, all right, well, that's our show. Roll credits, fade to black, nice ending like that. No, not this one. That's not what we're interested in. We're interested in these kinds of endings. Here it is. An early Art Paul Schlosser.
Hi, I'm Art Paul Schlosser from here on WYOU, and I'm here at 2 o'clock again, freaking your mind out and making you wonder why you're here. Someone once said maybe the president was going to lower the taxes, and I don't know if they got any lower or not, but you know, the whole hypocrisy of lowering things and stuff. But anyways, I think it's time to draw a picture. Who's to say what a person should look like, really? You know. Well,
here's the ending.
It was a fun show today. I'm gonna jump out of here now and have fun. Bye.
Allison.
I don't know, was it too short? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, okay. I ran out of things to do after a while. That's why I drew 2 pictures. I figured they would delay a lot of time and stuff. Yeah. My next one, I'm gonna play a ghost.
Sticking the landing.
Wow.
A perfect ending to a public access show. Gabe, you work at Colbert, right? Sometimes if you need to extend time, do you have Steven draw 2 pictures instead of the usual one?
The most important thing is that you fade to black and then you just kind of leave the mics on and you just kind of take it from there.
And then you apologize to the producer, right?
Or you discuss what you're going to do next.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm doing another show. I'm going to be a ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, Ray Romano, and I'm going to be a ghost.
God, I love Art Paul so much.
I do too.
He's
Yes.
so wonderful.
And by the way, like we've all appeared on one of his albums before. We all got to do a cover songs. We're all pals with Art Paul, and we see
He
him
was at our
every
last
year
show in Madison, and we had Martin Carlton from the stunt special who jumps out of a tree, and he was there too. And we asked, hey, maybe he could jump over Art Paul. We thought that would be like the perfect thing. And Art Paul goes, I'd rather not. So we
Great call.
I
Yeah.
know, good call.
Yeah.
He didn't just want to be a prop. So
He's the best, man. I love him.
all right. Well, I have another new segment. I teased it up top. Steve, play the brand new intro. Please.
What are we?
You may say it's a screener, but it's not the only one. I hope Tuesday we will watch some criminal penalties for unauthorized duplication or distribution.
There we go. Now that's an intro.
Okay.
That's an intro.
Yeah,
right there.
last week I phoned it in. This week we made one. I want to thank John Lennon for allowing me to use the beautiful melody.
You're
for
the
this
Weird Al
particular-
Yankovic of Corners.
Well, speaking of Weird Al Yankovic, I have a screener for UHF. And this was like, trying to sell this to the home video market after it played for about 5 days in theaters. But first, there's one for a Van Damme movie. I was looking at our movie shelf, and I'm like, why do we have like Hard Target or what? Why do we have these movies? We don't collect those, but they say for promotional use only. These are for video stores to watch. Here's a couple.
Problem. He's leaner and meaner than Schwarzenegger. Jean-Claude Van Damme is the hottest star in the action genre today. And Van Damme means wham, bam, rental profits. According to Alexander & Associates Research Group, Van Damme's first 3 films, Kickboxer, Bloodsport, and Cyborg, delivered a staggering 38 million rental transactions. In addition, we're delivering Wham Bam POP that really packs a punch. Starting with this Wham Bam Van Damme inflatable punching bag that could be yours.
So badly.
See your distributor rep for complete details. Plus, this knockout standee, eye-catching poster, and banner for display will attract your customers to the hard-hitting adventure of Death Warrant. And Death Warrant screeners are available while supplies last by calling this hotline number.
Your number's next on the list.
Death Warrant will be a Wham Bam success on video for you.
Gabe, last week we talked about how they do, what do we call them?
Reactive edits?
Reactive edits.
It needs a better name, but like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Call and response, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Where you're just repurposing movie footage, but acting like somehow they hear you.
They're talking to the narrator. They're talking to the voiceover guy.
They do it a little bit on this one for UHF too. Here we go.
In January, Orion Home Video brings you the outrageous comedy of Weird Al Yankovic in the sensational comedy hit UHF.
Listen, let's get one thing straight. Guns don't kill people. I do.
Something funny's going on.
Give it a big spin!
And UHF had critics everywhere rolling in the aisles.
Hit it?
A red snapper. It's very tasty.
Starring Grammy Award-winning Laughmaster Weird Al Yankovic.
Laughmaster.
Grammy Award-winning Laughmaster.
Is that what it says? Is that what he won for? He won for the category Laughmaster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Laughmaster
Well, fair
right
enough.
here in the Grammys.
UHF also features Saturday Night Live's Victoria Jackson, Emmy Award winner Anthony Geary from General Hospital, and cult hero Kevin McCarthy of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Coming direct from a wide theatrical release and over $11 million worth of promotional support, UHF hits the streets, having outgrossed home video hits A Cry in the Dark, Heartbreak Hotel, The Good Mother, and Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. UHF is certain to be a huge
Slaughter,
rental
The Good
success
Mother.
story for retailers. Nothing is sacred in the wild, wacky world of UHF. Order cutoff date January 9th. From Orion Home Video.
So good.
Yeah.
Pretty rare screener, I think. And I gotta say, so UHF, one of my favorite movies, and that was the first. It wasn't priced for sale, you know. It was like, you know, it wasn't 1990. You had to buy it. You had to be like pay retailer prices, but it was my favorite movie of all time. So, in December of 1989, I went down to my local video store, Video Country, and paid $89 as a 14-year-old for them to give it to me. So on January 25th, I went back and they had my copy of UH. I still have it over here. But yeah, I got that copy and wore it out.
Did you get any of the POP?
Yeah.
Nope.
I love
They
what
gave me a poster. They did give me a poster.
Oh, did they?
So, yeah.
You did
You,
get something.
you, wham bam rental profits? Nothing?
I didn't get the the Weird Al punching bag, but no.
I always like it when they throw in the lingo where they're like, with exciting POP.
Oh yeah, prepare to hear a lot more in future installments of that segment. So we'll see how it goes, but there's some good ones, including the Drop Dead Fred Terminator one.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to see what the POP is on that one.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
guessing a standee. You know,
Hopefully,
usually a
yeah,
standee.
hopefully,
Yeah.
but sometimes they're like an exciting, dynamic, three-sided standee. It's like, well, it's three-sided. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
they're really trying to sell it.
It's like I wanted to see this movie, but I was wondering how many millions of dollars went into the advertising budget.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
it's all in here.
Hey, we're on tour this weekend. We are we're at the Arlington Draft House on, what are we, next Saturday?
Saturday, yeah, that's one of our favorite places. We always
That's
like
one
that
of the
place,
best. Yeah, and then Baltimore on Sunday. Where are we at Baltimore?
A place called Auto Bar, and there's right next door. There's a video store called Beyond Video that we're gonna hang out in afterwards. We're gonna do like a little Criterion closet there and pick out some titles, and yeah, and then Pacific Northwest next month, and goes on and on. Oh, they just announced the dates for VHS Fest. That's the big outdoor drive-in theater festival
Mahoning?
that
Yeah.
we host every year at Mahoning Drive-In with Lunch Meat and the gang. So that's July 11th through the 13th. So mark your calendars for
And we'll
that.
be hosting.
Yep. It'll be good.
All right. This is always exciting when I can bring out this corner. This is have you seen this one, Gabe? Funny names. We find funny
Oh,
names from
yeah.
VHS tapes. Oh, okay. Let me play the intro.
Sally Buttcakes, etc.
Yeah. Here's where we're at. Do you have any favorites, Gabe? Anything
I mean,
that stick out?
obviously Phoebe Weeby is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. No, Phoebe Weeby is. Yeah, she's a star. But what do you think about Sally Buttcakes? Does that deserve a place on the?
Well, I think wasn't there some controversy over whether Buttcakes was the actual last name or not?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I feel like she could be usurped. I feel like Buttcakes is I feel like Buttcakes is asking for it.
I'm
Okay.
glad,
Yeah.
I'm glad George isn't here. His poor heart.
Well, I think we could make a usurpation here with today's funny name. Today's funny name comes from a tape we've had for a long time, Lilac Dream. The funny name is right there, but I blurred it out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
from this series called Shades of Love. It's like direct-to-video soap operas. Dak Ram. Oh, I almost said his name. God damn it! Oh,
you didn't give it. You didn't. Give
no, I
the
didn't
whole
give it
name
away. I didn't
No.
give the whole name away.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just watch, and I'll tell you some. this is just the whole thing is really boring. It's like Hallmark movies before Hallmark movies were before they even existed. So I just went straight to the ending. So you're going to see the very last scene of Lilac Dream. Here we go. And then you'll see the funny name.
After being with her and
he has the funny name.
Thinking about you, I knew it was over. I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you.
Weird edit.
I didn't touch it at all.
Well, in case you've forgotten, you still have 2 weeks vacation. The house is still available.
I don't believe you.
Is that a yes?
That's a yes.
Okay, here comes the funny name. Dak Rambo. So I think we could move Bend Over up to Sally Buttcakes and get rid of Sally Buttcakes and then put Dak Rambo where Bend Over is. I did, and I put it in honorable mention. But it sounds like some people want, look at people don't want Sally Buttcakes to go away. So,
but was Buttcakes determined to be the actual last name, or was
It says it right there on her birth certificate.
We don't know.
That's right.
She showed us the birth certificate, and it was her birth name. But I want to point out. So Dak Rambo, who I almost gave away. So I looked him up, and I found out some stuff about him. He's one of those character actors that was on everything in the 70s and 80s. He's, Love Boat, Wonder Woman, everything. He was like hundreds, maybe even 1,000 credits under his name. But he was also a soap opera star, All My Children, Another World, Lilac Dream. He was finally the leading man. He has an identical twin named Dirk, or he had one. Dirk passed away. Well, Dak passed away too. But I want you guys to guess what Dak Rambo's.
Wait, there was a Dirk Rambo?
That was his identical twin brother. They moved to Hollywood together. Dirk and Dak Rambo moved to Hollywood together. I mean, that sounds like porn, doesn't it? It's like a porn name more than anything.
Like Sally Buttcakes.
Like Sally Buttcakes. But what is Dak Rambo's actual name? It's the opposite of Dak. It's not a cool name at all. What is Steve, what do you think? What's the
question? I was looking at the.
What is Dak Rambo's actual name?
Dak Rambo is John.
Okay.
Philistine.
Rambo is his actual last name. Nick, what do you think it is?
Engelbert.
Gabe, what are you guessing?
Merv.
Norman Rambo.
Norman Rambo. Yeah.
Norman Rambo.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
You guys are all close.
Norm Rambo.
What was Gabe? You have a new kid. Like, you must have put a lot of thought into naming your kid. I feel like the Rambos gave no thought when they're like, let's name him Norman Rambo.
Well, they had Rambo to lean on. They didn't have to think too much about it. They knew kid's going to be called Rambo for the rest of their life, no matter what first name you give them.
That's true. The first name doesn't matter because you got Rambo. Yeah, that's good.
Norm Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Was that? I'd watch that sequel actually. Let's get into Flying Windows. I'm always on the hunt to find the next D. Grunig, the next crafting guru. Diane Thomas, I think, is a worthy successor. We got to meet her. It's been great. So I'm not trying to find another one, and Carol Duvall might be it. She put out a video called Great Gifts, and it starts with some flying windows. Very traditional.
They're moving a little too fast for me.
Yeah.
Slow it down, Carol.
We're just going left to right. Modest drop shadow. Flying bow.
It was a modest drop shadow.
Okay, Cindy, share your secrets. How did you make this cute little thing?
Well, Carol, he's made out of a Renews-It adjustable air freshener. Glue it right over the pom-poms, and we've kept these pom-poms nice and low so that it gives a cute look. Great part about this is that you can also use it as an air freshener because the top will still come up and scent the room.
Cindy, thank you for sharing this cute idea with us. Appreciate your visit.
Special thanks to Renews It.
Yeah, they get a little thank you in the credits. You can make
Shout out
bride,
to Renews
birthday
It.
boy, or doll. So yeah, Carol Duvall. We'll see. I don't know. I think we have some more tapes by her in the collection. So.
Gabe, in your TV career, have you worked around Flying Windows at all? Have you worked alongside? Or
I haven't worked with any of the greats in the Flying Windows world. Not yet, anyway. I hope to. Yeah.
Okay.
If you ever get an opportunity to write a bit with a flying window, though, can you just give us a thank you in the credits? Like,
absolutely.
Yeah. And also thank Renews It too. All right.
Regardless, yeah.
I'm stoked for my ravs. Let's rock some ravs.
Okay.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Let's start with Gabe because he has 3 to show us. So you picked out a couple of Madison commercials for us. What are we gonna see?
Yeah, I think first up is a commercial.
It's in order, yeah.
Yeah, aired locally in in our hometown region of Madison, Wisconsin, and I wanted to honor Babyary.
Thank you.
So I brought in a commercial for a local lingerie store.
Oh, wonderful. Nice. Here we go.
Leather to lace, from wild to mild, for all of your intimate occasions.
Look at sorry, I just have to stop it here. There's Taz in the back.
Yeah, that's the real key.
Is this a commercial for Taz?
I can't imagine
Tazware?
what they paid in royalties to get the Warner Brothers cartoons to license them for this local lingerie ad.
Go ahead.
For intimate occasions, Intimate Hours has a great selection of quality lingerie from small to 3X.
She had a Taz in the
Low
back.
backs, strapless, whatever the need. Intimate Hours has it covered for him and her, the gift that keeps on giving. Intimate Hours Lingerie, 2 convenient locations, Market Square and East Point Plaza.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Those
now
are
what's this
convenient.
one?
Well, this was this was also on these both aired on the WB network in Madison, Wisconsin, and this one is hard to describe. I think they were trying to get people in the community on camera in these kind of little interstitials, but they called the segment "Get It On," which I think is a really bad idea.
Yeah, the segment with children. Okay, here we go.
It's your turn to Get It On TVW. This week's question.
Hi, my name is Bria Beji from MATC. Today we are at Poinet Elementary School for Get It On in Miss Stoddard's 3rd grade class. Today we are asking the question, if you were the size of a thumb for one day, what would you do?
For a winter jacket, I would take a mouse and skin it, put on headgear and take a ride in the washing machine.
Wait a minute. The first thing she thinks of is murdering a mouse.
Like I would murder a mouse and take its skin off and wear its skin as my winter jacket.
There are a lot of other things you could yarn. You could use yarn.
Yeah.
You want to kill a mouse too? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's worth just highlighting. What is the question again?
Yeah.
If you were the size of a thumb for a day, what would you do? It's
how many questions were before this that you got this far down on the list? And like, let's ask the size of a thumb question.
You never know with Get It On. You never
Put on
know.
headgear and take a ride in the washing machine. I would go up the stairs to the attic and make dust angels in the dust. I'd sleep in my mom's high heel shoe. I'd jump on Jello. I'd go look for some toy cars and ride in them. I'd go in a squirrel's hole and look at their babies. Hide in the hay.
Look for our crews out in the streets for your chance to Get It On.
Hey.
Hide in the hay.
Wow. He can do that now. He doesn't have to be the size of a thumb.
Wow.
Guys, I wanted to ask you guys, if you guys were the size of a thumb for a day, what would you do?
Well, definitely not hide in the hay. I definitely wouldn't do that.
I think I'd hide in that little boy's mom's high heel. That's what I would do.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I think I would skin the squirrel that she's looking at in the squirrel hole, and I would wear that as a coat.
Oh.
That's what I would
I was going to murder a thumb and wear its skin as my coat.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Don't
All right,
talk
so
about
Steve,
murdering
if-
thumb. Steve will get.
Steve, if
Oh
you're
well,
a thumb,
I'm a thumb every day, so
He'll get
it's
offended.
yeah.
Oh,
get,
man.
your,
Okay.
get your picture taken with Jim Plunkett.
That's of course the real answer. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, Joe, you were excited. What do you got?
I'm excited. So last week I showed Peoria Public Access that I got from this guy named TJ. I do a monthly show with Scott Miller here in Chicago at the Music Box, and this guy came up and said, I have 4 hours of Peoria Public Access. And it turned out to be the original tapes from the John Dacre video. Gabe, do you remember the John Dacre? You know the John Dacre video.
Oh, yeah. I know it well.
So I watched it. I watched 2 hours of it and showed my favorite highlights last week. I watched 15 minutes and I had enough to cut. So I still have like 2.5 hours of this footage to watch. And major discovery in this one.
What?
John Dacre was the major discovery last week. Another major discovery this week. So I cut it together so you'll see. I always just like to watch like the first 15 seconds of each person and what song they're going to do. So we'll watch that up until the bombshell at the end. So here's more Peoria Public Access. Last week's was Music in America. But...
This is the theme. Gladys.
So much
Good
Gladys.
evening, I'm Amy. Some say love, it is a river.
Billy Ray Cyrus haircut.
Hi, my name is T and I'm here to sing for you tonight.
Whether you like it or not. That's what they should call this show, is whether you like it or not.
I'm in love with
I
Gladys.
believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. In
Voice.
I like this part.
Good evening. I am Sister Gerald Ann, and I'm going to play Franz Schubert's Ave Maria.
All right. Commence the confusion. All right. Still confused.
What are we?
What are we?
Hi, my name is Larry Hayes, and I'm going to sing Until Then.
Whether you like it or not. I mean, he's about as Larry Hayes as you're going to get. Isn't that the most Larry Hayes man on the planet?
That's on the birth certificate for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
My heart can sing when I pause to remember.
He's got a voice just like Isaac.
Hello, I'm Jill Byrne.
Whether you like it or not.
No.
Hi, my name is Jeannie, and I'm going to sing Together as One.
I feel like a Kids in the Hall wig.
Hi, my name's
Johnny
Alan Gillette.
Forehead.
Wait.
What? Wait, what?
Wait, don't step on it. Listen.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Alan Gillette, and I'm going to do a song that the late Elvis Presley really made famous.
Oh my God.
Gillette is on this.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Falling in love with you.
Alan Gillette
Wow.
is on there. Okay.
Sometimes you hype things up and they don't live up to it. That one lived up to it.
That one lived up to it. Gabe, you're familiar with Alan Gillette, right?
Yeah.
You do know. Okay. I queued up a clip in case people didn't know who he was. It turns out he's from Peoria. Because
right, and he drove down to Nashville to go be on like a Nashville show like that one in Peoria, and did the song "Personality." And
I have it
others.
queued up right here,
Okay.
and I also have his Chicago appearance too.
Oh, great!
So here, let's just real quick.
Here comes Mr. Personality himself, Alan Gillette, singing "Personality."
Oh, over and over, I tried to prove my love to you.
My favorite part of the power outlets on both sides of him.
Could key them out. Over, but they didn't.
What's that?
They could key it all out because it's blue. It's
Yeah, or they could have stuck a fern in front of it too.
Over and over, what more can I do? Whoa, 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 over and over, I said that I love you. Over and over, honey, 'cause it's the truth.
So now we have a new Alan Gillette tape.
That's
we have
incredible.
3 total. Yes, holy Nick, you suggested last week that might be find of the year.
Well, yeah, I think that tape, we got John Dacre and
new John Dacre stuff.
Yeah,
Alan Gillette. Who knows? I still have 2.5 hours to watch. Who knows what else is on there? So
What
I'm going to be
delight.
ending. I'm going to be ending with another John Dacre song. The show's going to end with a John Dacre song.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
a new one that you haven't seen yet. So
them being together it's like an Avengers moment.
Yeah.
They were all in the same studio.
I know
Yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah, can you imagine?
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay, well, it's February. Roll the intro for that, Steve, please. It's chilly, but we're keeping it warm. So viewer Farmer Dan sent me this from a VHS tape that apparently came from Penthouse, Japan. Apparently there was a penthouse in Japan.
Is that the name of a town?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And the but it's a high concept like nudity video, and I don't think they have those anymore because anybody can see whatever nudity they like to whatever specification on their phone at with the push of a button. But back then you could sit through what I think might be art just to see some slight nudity. So I blurred out the nudity, but I think this is a cool song, and this could be art. This is from Farmer Dan. It's called Heavenly Bodies. It's not the 1984 movie about a fitness studio, but equally good. So there's a spaceship. There's the lady on it. Smoke rings seem to be calling the Earth. Earth is a little playful there. But now she's seducing the Earth.
That caused a tsunami when she did that.
Mudslide. That was an eclipse, I guess.
That little blow killed all of humanity.
It did, yeah. But that starred Jennifer, and way to go, Penthouse Japan. It was much longer, but that is truly I don't know. That's to me that
rules.
That
Yeah, that was cool.
February. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
cool to see Earth in a February video too.
Yeah.
It was like the Michael Jackson Scream video, but with more nudity.
Yep. Yeah, with boobs in
Beautiful.
it.
That was the only thing that video needed.
Yep.
Got it.
So your friend Sebastian, Gabe, is responsible for interviewing Madison Mayor Paul Soglin. We've played that awkward interview on the show before. But you have more videos from Sebastian. He recorded a lot as a kid, right?
Yes. He made the wise choice to record during the most awkward times of his life, and also to give me access to it. And so, yeah, this is a video of him. This is for a 5th grade class. He on like decision making. So he filmed a scene in his bedroom with his lizard, debating whether he should join a gang.
Okay.
Boy, I better put some music on. I got some hard thinking to do.
Sounds like a gangster to me.
You might end up going for the gang, yeah.
Yeah. A gangster with an M&M statue on his dresser.
The gang leader was like, think about it. Go home, think about it.
Put on some music, have a thought.
But you have 24 hours, Sebastian, to let us know.
And if it's no, that's fine. That's fine.
Consult with your lizard and get back to us.
Oh, that's too loud. Okay. Now let's see. Ricky wants me to join this gang. But to do it, I have to steal from Newhouser's, the drugstore on Monroe Street. But if I do get in the gang...
That's a real drugstore on Monroe Street, right?
It is, yeah. He grew up really close to there.
Okay.
Other guys won't think that I'm wimpy. What am I gonna do? What do you think I should do? Wait a minute. If I have to steal from Newhouser's, I break the law. If I have to break the law to be in a gang, or to have fun, it just isn't worth it. Thanks.
YouTube licensed that too, I think. So, yeah.
I thought it was powerful how he looked directly at the camera at the end when he was finished. He looked directly at the camera. That was wow. And,
yeah.
Did he decide against it? I couldn't hear.
Yeah, he decided against it because if he had to break the law to be in a gang or to have fun, it just wasn't worth it.
I got you. I could hear him over you too. So,
of all the ways for you two to get like a couple of nickels and sharing through Sebastian's lizard gang video.
Gabe, I don't know if I told you this, but I've been talking with Sebastian about recreating his interview with Paul Soglin, but not telling Paul Soglin about it, asking him all the same questions that he asked him in that interview, getting him on a Zoom or something where we can ask that. And I have an idea for how that could actually work. When we were in Madison, I put that out to we had a big crowd. We had 500 plus people at the Barrymore. And I said, does anybody know Paul Soglin? I can't get in touch with him. He doesn't respond to my Facebook messages. And somebody came up to me after the show and gave me his phone number. So I have Paul Soglin's phone number. I want to get them together. And
that's beautiful. Oh my God. That would, that would make me very happy.
Yeah.
Have you contacted Art Paul Soglin?
Oh,
no, I haven't. No, I should talk to him first.
I want to see that drag character, though.
Yeah.
Art Paul Soglin. All right, Joe, what do you have?
Okay, so now with Babyary, Nick, you always just show babes, right? It's just babes. But what I want to do with Babyary is I want to dig deeper. How does a babe become a babe? You know, that's where does babedom come from? So that's what I'm going to tackle with this DVD that I put together. It's called The Naked Truth. It's about plastic surgery. And it turns out being a babe, man, it is an arduous task. You really got to get poked and prodded, and it's not fun. So I put together the highlights from The Naked Truth about plastic surgery. This is how babes become babes.
Wrinkles
also form.
And he's going to get a couple nickels from us too now. I like that still.
Yeah, I know. Have we picked our thumbnail yet for
Wrinkles
the show?
also form around the.
Have we picked our thumbnail?
Well, there was one for the advanced one, but we can always switch it.
Okay, we can switch it out. Maybe we want this. Actually, there's a lot of thumbnail potential in this clip.
Right.
So
from associated repetitive movement. A treatment boundary might include the cheeks to just below the jawline of the face, or in between the nasolabial folds of the face around the mouth or around the eyes. Following is a short video of a patient receiving Botox injections in the corrugator area. Special thanks to Jody Emery, RN, Beverly Hills, California.
Look at that. It's a babe injecting a babe. A babe on babe injection.
Was Botox? I guess it was around in the 90s, right? The DVD era.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
had a ton of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
like 2007, I would guess.
All right.
There's a lot of needles in the face. Being a babe is not easy. You have to, if you're a babe, you have to maintain being a babe.
Dermabrasion mechanically removes surface layers of the skin. The skin is sanded down as if sandpaper on a spinning wheel was applied to the surface. Here is an example of a deeper dermabrasion being performed under anesthesia. The surgeon will stop the dermabrasion as visual indicators of the process guide him that he may be going too deep. Laser resurfacing involves the use of a laser which, when applied to the skin, can remove layers of skin at a precise depth. An added advantage of the laser is the heat or thermal component. Since the laser causes heat to be absorbed by the skin and collagen.
If I were a babe, I'd just be like, I'm just giving up. I'm just gonna not be a babe anymore. I don't really care.
Well, you say that, but you're not a babe. You can't put yourself into a babe's shoes.
That's a good.
Yeah, you're like, can I just be a thumb for the day? Or...
yeah, you have that luxury.
I wish George were here so I could deathbed vision this, but he's not. So.
Can also contract and tighten. An infection may occur, or the depth of injury created by the procedure can result in permanent scarring, scar contractures, or even loss of skin. These things obviously can cause permanent deformities and possibly require revisional surgery. Chemical peels use a chemical to create a controlled burn on the face, which later peels and removes a layer of skin. Here is an example of a patient during the healing process after a deep phenol peel. This is a photograph of the area around the mouth before a conservative dermabrasion and laser.
After she ate some SpaghettiOs.
Spaghetti.
To resurfacing.
These photos were taken 2 days after her resurfacing. Note that her face is very swollen and is covered with protective ointment. Usually at this
Did you guys note that?
Yep.
You noted it. Okay.
stage, patients experience a stinging sensation in their skin, which is controlled with medication. This photo shows her 3 days after the procedure to give you an idea of how you might look during the week following your laser resurfacing, so you can better anticipate your recovery appearance and needs.
The skin in those areas is basically a sandwiched piece of meat.
Be sure to look at our other informational consultation videos for additional plastic surgery procedures.
So that's all it takes to be a babe. That's it. That's all you have to do. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hunks have it easy.
Hunks have it easy. They just have to toss on some.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to assure viewers that next week, back to wet t-shirt contests. No more surgery.
No, I think we need to get into like babe history. We've seen a million babe videos. We don't need to see any more. We've seen them all. Let's learn about babes, Nick. Let's take it to the next level.
Hard to disagree. I think we're just fine with the.
Let's take Babyuary to the next level. I have a chemical peel story. I actually had, like, when I turned 40, I was like, I'm just going to try it. I'm going to get one. And it was not good. I was in the hospital and it was like that woman. I had like terrible burns. My brother came in, he had a camcorder and he videotaped it. I actually have.
Where's that footage?
Yeah, that's the footage we need.
Yeah, how has that not been shown?
I have it right here. Hold on.
Oh, great.
I thought you
great.
Wow.
Is your brain on drugs? Any questions?
Yeah, so my brother came in with the camcorder.
That was your brother who filmed that?
Yeah, who filmed it. Yep.
He had multiple cameras?
He did. Yeah, he had a couple. Yeah, he set them
great.
up and then he brought in a live studio audience. So
well, you also have more than one brother. So
that's right.
Oh, right.
Two camera operators.
St. Mary's Hospital had a live studio audience that night, too. So,
that's right.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, I have another Wisconsin one. This is a home movie we have that, actually, I think this was like a 8mm film that they had a mic and an 8mm film, and this woman named Anne and her friends went to the Wisconsin Dells, the vacation land in Wisconsin, in 1985. They weren't from the Dells. I think they're from Illinois, but they drove up. And I just cut together some highlights from Anne's 1985 Dells home movie.
Wisconsin Dells, here we are.
This is the funny guy.
We all have white cookies.
Look at that. Here we are.
That place is still around. You been to Paul Bunyan's canteen?
Oh, yeah.
I've driven by it. I don't think we went in.
They serve you on a big long table, and they have like wood. I think it's like metal plates and everything, and yeah, you're supposed to eat like a lumberjack.
I bet Tommy Bartlett owns it.
Probably.
Great. I'm glad I'm here, aren't
great.
you? I could fart so bad I could taste it. don't say any gross stuff.
I could
fart so bad I could taste it.
Fart so bad I could taste it.
Let's see. Yeah.
Back it up.
Here we are. This is great. I'm glad I'm here, aren't you? I could fart so bad I could taste it. Don't say any of that gross stuff. I got to show this to my mom.
Sights and sounds of Wisconsin Dells.
Exciting, isn't it?
Guessing that's Family Land. That was like the first water park in the Dells.
Yeah, that's what we
Wave pool.
our family. We were Family Land loyalists.
Yeah.
We were a Family Land family as well.
Then
Yeah.
Noah's Ark came, and you know.
Awesome, totally awesome. Yes, it's the sights and sounds of the Wisconsin Dells.
Oh yes, the sights and sounds of the Wisconsin Dells.
Make sure you bring your fake ID. Here we are going to another liquor store. We've been to about 20 of them so far during the trip. This could happen to you folks in Wisconsin only.
We visited this liquor store where we understand that they are selling to minors. Excuse me, sir, did you just purchase alcohol at this liquor store?
Yeah, it was easy. You didn't ask for no ID or nothing.
Back to you, Gene. Here we are.
Oh,
the
the
last
car.
stop. I bought some squeaky cheese cards. Hi, my name's Ann Lipper. It's 1985. Stop that thing.
Look, a knothole.
There it is. There's Ann's 1985 Wisconsin Dells home movie.
What did he say at the end when he was humping the tree?
Look, a knothole.
Okay. I'm kind of disappointed there were only 2 fart jokes in that minute
Yeah.
and a half clip. Yeah.
I was disappointed that when they were objectifying that hot guy running, they didn't add fart sounds to that.
They could have. Yeah.
Nick, you should have added them in the edit.
Well,
yeah.
You've got the Hanna-Barbera sound library at your disposal, so
I'll do it for next week.
I'll leave it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you have
I like
one more clip. This is a New York Public Access show. Where did this come from?
Yeah, when I first moved to New York, 2005, my roommates and I got obsessed with this public access show that would show late at night on broadcast. And I only knew public access on cable, but this had like commercials and it was on broadcast. And it's a show called The New Yorkers, where this older guy, James Schlatic, would just invite anyone who wanted to basically come on, and then he would interview them in a pretty casual way, mainly just like reading their resumes to them and asking kind of bad questions. We got really into it. So I found some footage of that recently, and then was able to find even more online. So this is a taste of The New Yorkers.
Really polished intro. Could be like Letterman or whatever. We'll see how it goes.
We have returned, and we have Jean.
Jennifer.
You
Jen.
put down Jen.
Jen for short.
So you see yourself big time in this business? What do you really want to do?
I don't know.
But why is fluorine important in water?
Fluoride, not fluorine.
But now, how much fluorine is in the water? Fluorine. Yeah, that doesn't
Gotta
make
be
you
very clear. Fluorine's a poison gas.
Yes, the people are no longer getting fluorine because they're drinking bottled water.
That's right. Most bottled waters either don't have fluoride at all.
If you had a gallon of water, how much fluorine is in there? Fluoride water or fluorine? Now, if you put those water filters on, the Britas and stuff, does the fluorine still come through? Okay, the water's got to be done up. It's got to have fluorine in it. So you put
fluoride. I hate to keep
know
correcting
fluoride,
you. But
fluorine. What do I use fluorine for anyway? Wendy has 2 CDs out.
CDs.
A Different Kind of Life. What do you mean by a different kind of life?
Unconventional way of living
She's
that I like to.
unconventional. All right, take a shot of that.
I like to do.
Let me look at some of the titles on it. And then the first tune on the list here is Nobody's Fault. About what?
It's about a long-distance relationship. Yeah.
Okay, take me away. What was that about?
It's about
it's a great question.
Not having the same person, not being how you.
Never should have gone to Hollywood. Da, 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 da,
It's not actually about Hollywood.
All the pain.
All the pain. These are all relationship songs.
All right, a different kind of life.
It's kind of it's a relationship song. You have to listen to it.
How many boyfriends did you have? Here we go. Wendy M. With
so rude.
When I hate you as much as I love.
She's singing it about him.
Yeah. And he introduces the song. He's like, here's the song. It's I forget what he says the name of the song is.
Fluorine?
Yeah, it's called Fluorine. Yeah, let's see. What's the name of the song?
How many boyfriends did you have? Here we go. Wendy M. with Just Wendy.
Just Wendy.
I hate you as much as I love you.
That's the wrong one?
That's the wrong song. That's another song. Yeah, that's right.
Wendy, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me again. It was fun.
There you got a good fun. All right. There you got a good fun. There you got a good fun. There you got a good fun. All right. We'll be back.
Hillary Clinton flying windows.
Pretty good flying windows.
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
I think it's worth noting too that he's always wearing the exact same suit, shirt, and tie combo for every interview and every episode I saw, and I think it's so that they could edit them together and make it look like one cohesive episode at all times.
I want every single episode of that show. How many years was it on? Do you know how many years?
I have no idea. Yeah, it was on for at least a couple years.
Oh, yeah. Yes, terrible questions.
What did he say at the end? We had a good fun.
He said, "You got a good fun."
Is that his catchphrase?
It's clearly it's a flub. I think he wants to say we had a good time or you did a good job, and he says you had a good fun.
Wow.
You had a good fun.
Plus, fluoride, he was combining chlorine and fluoride. I think that's where he kept the confusion was coming in. Finally, the
water expert.
The guy couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to correct you about this, but
yeah. And then at one point he got confused. It was or fluoride or fluorine.
Fluorine. He corrects himself to be wrong,
but the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, good find.
Horrible host. I love him.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, I believe that's raviolis for this week.
Those are the ravs.
Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis. Shows your raviolis.
We rocked those ravs. Yeah, we rocked them hard.
Using a jingle that you wanted to submit to a local business you drove past.
Okay, Gabe, how much do you keep up with VCR Party? Are you? You know most.
I watch every week. Yeah,
you knew about Sally Buttcake, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
So so you know about the toe tapping tournament. It's coming up in March, right?
Obviously.
We do it every year. I've gotten pretty good at actually writing these songs. Just I'll see something and I'll write a song about it. I'm getting pretty good. I'm thinking about taking piano classes, actually, piano lessons. But whenever I visit my parents, I drive by this daycare center called Tammy's Tender Times.
Right.
And I made up, maybe 2 years ago, I made up a jingle for them, perfectly 30 seconds. And and I've added to it over the years. And then I played it on VCR Party about a month ago. And Mike got back and he added some music to it. And so I want to include this in the toe tapping tournament. But I feel like I can't just write a song and submit it to the toe tapping tournament. It has to play on the air or something, right? It has to be out. You can't just write a song and put it in the toe tapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Payola.
So what I want to do is I want to reach out to Tammy from Tammy's Tender Times. I'm going to play her this song. Let me just play the song. I was going to do it today. I was going to
tell her, "Hey, Tammy, I was sitting outside of your daycare establishment whispering a song into my phone. I don't know if you saw my car idling, but
I know that's the problem I'm having. Let me just play the song and I'll tell you, because I was going to call her today and then I chickened out at the last minute. I was like, well, I'll consult with Gabe. He's going to be on the show. So here's the song.
Let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times.
That's right.
Let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times. The times are tender when Tammy's at the helm. So let's all go down to Tammy's Tender Times. times.
And then it'd be like on the corner of Main and Crawford, you know, or
On the
something
Madison
like
side of beautiful Stoughton.
Exactly. It'll be something like that. So I chickened out today. I was going to call her and ask her, but I was like, I only have one shot at this. You know, it's not like I can call. It's not like Bazingas. I can call Bazingas as many times as I want. Tammy's,
well, to a point,
yeah. Tammy's, if I get the no, then that's it, right? So I'm wondering, should I ask for permission or forgiveness? And by this I mean, should I just pay a TV station or a radio station just to air it? That I would pretend I'm from Tammy's, and I would say, "Hey, I'm from Tammy's Tender Times. I wrote the song for them. Here's whatever it is, $250. Can you air this, please?" Without telling Tammy about it.
I mean, that sounds like a question to call and ask Bazinga, because I think they would be the best arbiters of the right tack for that.
Steve, can you call Bazingas right now? They're probably open.
I don't have my phone in front of me.
I think we would get more content if you asked Tammy, you know, and then, you know, I think even if she says no, you could just air it anyway, you know, and as an independent
But then,
reporter.
see, she said no then, and then I did it anyway. You can't ask for forgiveness after that. If I just air it and say, "Hey, I was just going to do you guys a favor. So sorry." You know what I mean? I can play
Right.
that way.
Well, my mother ran a daycare in Wisconsin. That's what she did in our house when I was growing up. And so this happened to us all the time. We would get these
unsolicited ads.
No, I think she would have been weirded out if you had called and said this. But I think she'd be way more weirded out if she saw her picture on TV and the guy was singing a song. She didn't know it was about to happen. So
yeah. Plus, I got to explain to her about the toe tapping tournament and everything too. You know, like I'm gonna have to explain.
I'm surprised you think about tact at all in your life.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is a new
the fact
show.
that you're even wrestling with this at all.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to come up with a perfect script for it and just present my, you know, what she's
Make
going
a
to get
deck.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was
Okay,
thinking about doing it in person, but then I was like, oh, that's even creepier if I not.
How about radio?
Yeah, I think radio.
Then you aren't pulling an image of Tammy. I think there's children involved. It's, there's just there's some
Right, it's sensitive.
sensitivities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to do
It's
this the right
tender,
way.
even.
Right. But so is the song. The song is really good,
Absolutely,
right?
and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm wondering if there's another way that I can play it, not just radio, or if there's maybe I can put it on a public access station or something, or I don't know. It needs to.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible if you befriend Tammy, you could go in there and, you know, shoot a new segment of Get It On. What they would do if they were the size of a thumb. I think this opens up a lot of possibilities.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Steve, what were you going to ask?
I was just going to say, have you ever seen Say Anything?
Boombox.
Yeah,
on repeat.
Play the jingle.
Outside, playing the jingle outside Tammy's.
That's not bad.
Out, you explain everything.
Nick, you brought up something interesting, though. You said, what if I befriend Tammy? What if I befriend her first? And then I don't even bring up the song. Like, I'm just friends with her. And then
How many years later do you bring up the song?
Well, before March, the toe tapping tournament's like late March. So
you're going to become really close with her.
Fast track friendship. Yeah.
Also, I didn't know when to call, and our buddy Tom, who owned a daycare center for a long time, he said call at 12:30 on Friday. That's when they put the kids down, and they're excited for the weekend. That's probably the best time to call. And so I'm thinking maybe this Friday at 12:30, I'll give them a call. And
all right, well, record it. Report back.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely record it. Yep. Okay. Which adds another level of creepiness to it. I'm recording her without her permission. Yep.
Well,
so
Spirit of has a pretty good idea.
What?
Rent a kid to.
Yeah, Steve, can I borrow your kid for this?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
One-way flight to Wisconsin. All right.
All right. Next week will be the Tammy's call. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
All right. For EP mode, what are we going to watch for a bonus episode this week for our Patreon backers?
Yeah, I think George is going to join us. I was thinking maybe we could reach out to Sandra Lowell, who's from that Video Mates Video Dating, the one who had the dish glove that came up.
Oh, yeah. We found her.
We found her, and she's really funny. She's a comedian. And
let's try it.
Yeah, we could have her on the show if she can do it. Also, that Bridezilla's edit that I made last week, the dude who was the casting editor on that, or casting director, but he edited. He said that he'd be willing to come on and talk about Bridezilla's and the edit he put together. So that's a possibility.
All right. Well,
otherwise, we can watch Naked Truth. We can watch more of that.
I don't know. Let's go with Bridezilla's.
Okay.
And last week, if you're a patron didn't watch yet, we had on the co-creators of the Price Master on. That was a great episode. We got to delve deep into that garage sale art film project that was spur of the moment, but there was definitely thought behind it. Really interesting anecdotes from that.
The big takeaway from that for me was that they never intended to have the camera there.
Right.
You've seen the Price Master, right, Gabe?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they had this whole plan for the Price Master to hold this garage sale and do all this, but they never planned for the camera. It was like at the last minute, they're like, "Oh, grab a camera. Let's record this whole thing." So
that makes it even more pure.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. They're just going to do it for fun. One other thing I wanted to mention is we saw up top in the previously on that Mark Borchardt was on the show, and his great movie, they made a documentary about the making of it. Coven is now a sweatshirt, a hoodie on our site. This is exclusive and officially licensed, and look how cool
it's
that
cool
logo
as hell.
is.
See, those are the masked men looking down at your body.
Yeah.
Like you're the body, and they're looking down at you.
These are super comfy. I was wearing mine today. So get those at store.foundfootagefest.com. Tons of good stuff on there.
Very cool. What are we going out on? We're going out on a little John Dacre that nobody's ever seen before. This is him singing Woody Woodpecker. And the tape quality is very bad. At one point, it gets all disruptive, but it'll persevere. So don't worry.
And next week, Matt McCarthy, who's in the new movie Companion and is a comedian who collects and watches VHS tapes, he found a big box of taped off TV tapes with local commercials. So he's going to serve those up for us next week. Gabe, thank you for coming on this week and serving up some great hits. Those are incredible finds.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you, Gabe. And remember, you have to have a catchphrase after Steve says his catchphrase. And if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
We'll see you down the road to Clowndom.
Continued success.
You got a good fun.
Nice.
Hello, I'm John Dacre, and I plan to sing tonight. That's Woody Woodpecker's song. He's a pecking it all day long. Oh, he pecks a few holes in a tree to see if a redwood's really red. And it's nothing to him and the tiniest whim to peck a few holes in your head. Oh, that's a Woody Woodpecker's song.
When we return, Dr. Sellner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In 8.
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio.
Continued success. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that.
Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Chucky, better luck next time.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.